How's it going, guys? Didnt here today, and today we're going to be doing a Future Stars Joe Gomez review. This is a really nice card. This card did cost me around the 320,000 coin mark using untradables and other players that I had in my club. However, this should cost you around 500,000 coins. And as a Liverpool player, as a Liverpool fan, I just had to do this card. He fit in my team so well, and it links up fantastically with Virgil van Dijk. In a minute, you're going to see the team that I used. The packs I got back from this were actually decent, so I used the money from that to use these. So we got De Gea, Marcelo, Van Dijk, Gomez, Pereira, Pogba, the road to the final for Fekir, Fabinho, Neymar, Rivaldo and Mbappe. So here you're going to see the Joe Gomez card. 34 games, 1 goal. He's been quite solid for me. Here's just a brief of his in-game stats, just for those who haven't actually seen the card. We're going to see some gameplay. There's a few goals in here and a few bits of Joe Gomez. There wasn't as much as I would have liked. However, I was defending really well in these 2 games that I played. One is online against division rivals, which we lost 2-1. Actually, I can't remember. What was it? A kickoff goal and then a corner goal. I have got the corner goal in this video. Is that it there? Is that it? Oh, yeah, this is the second one. And then we immediately score, straight after, which was really good response. I mean, it is just a bit of abusing the game, but hey-ho. We scored lovely time finesse with Rivaldo. Hate conceding them online. But yeah, this is just a bit of highlights from the games that I did play. One was online, and like I said, one was on squad battles. This game we lost 2-1. The other one we won 4-0. This squad battles game was against the Masterbucks squad, I think it is, the career mode YouTuber. But it's a really good team. You know, it was quite hard to beat. We actually got it on. What did I play this on? Was it World Class? I mean, I still beat it 4-0, but it took me until the 60th minute to get the second goal anyway. Here you see just a little tap in from Rivaldo. But yeah, the gameplay this week in FUT Champs has been a bit dodgy. I mean, but Joe Gomez and Van Dijk have really helped a lot in that defence. I mean, it's just sort of been up and down gameplay-wise. I mean, if you didn't play FUT Champs, you probably saved yourself about 30 games worth of pain. It was absolutely awful. Some of the tackles, some of the goals, some of the it just wasn't realistic within the slightest, and it was just prime FIFA, to be honest. Just the most undeserving game. Lovely time finesse there by Fekir. Great card, definitely recommend you go and pick them up for any of your French teams or whatever if you can. But yeah, this team actually played really well in the 2 games that I did actually play with it in. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of footage from the other game, but from this game in particular, it played really well. I hit the crossbar about 4 times. I was going to add it in, but it takes so long to edit, and I haven't really got a lot of time, but it played really well. The front 3 is absolutely fantastic. Once again, any recommendation, you can use those front 3. They work like a dream on this game. The midfield was absolutely solid. Fekir, Pogba playing a massive role, with Fabinho just stepping back a bit just to block the defence, which made it so easy for Joe Gomez to settle into my squad, because players like Fabinho and Pogba, who have that defensive sort of side to them, they just sit back in front of the goal. They provide a shield, like Fernandinho or Kante does for Chelsea and City respectively. They did their jobs really well, and that just made life so much easier for Joe Gomez. Here you can see this is the end of the squad battles game. We won 4-0, I think. Was it 4-0? Was it 4-0? I see Joe Gomez. We're going to go back to it in a second. Yeah, it was 4-0 against this squad battles team. You see there, I mean, we did have a little bit less possession, but there you go. That is Joe Gomez's ratings, and now on to the pros and cons. Right, so moving on to the pros and cons of this 88 rated Future Stars Joe Gomez card. We have a few pros and cons, 6 of each. I thought just balance it out. Some good links and the chemistry style. I would recommend putting an anchor/backbone on this card. This is physicality, despite being an 86. Is still lacking in some areas, but those chemistry styles 100% fix it. So let's get on to the pros first. 90 stand tackle. This guy is a solid beast. If you know how to jockey defend on this game, I mean, I know how to do it. I'm not that good at it, but Joe Gomez makes it look easy for me. It's a really nice way to hold down that LT. You could just let your defender sort of run its way back and let the ball come to him, rather than just diving completely for a tackle, which he's really good at on this game. 89 strength, really good for chasing those balls long. With the 85 pace and the strength, it just works well for those through balls over the top or just through the gaps of the defenders. Works really good at that. 89 short pass. This is really good, and I also noticed this actually worked with his long passing as well. For some reason, he's only got 68 long passing. I feel that's bullshit, because like some of the long balls over the top I was getting with his card were absolutely phenomenal. So he's really good at that. Short passing is really good because it allows him to play those really good balls to those midfielders and fullbacks, and in some cases forwards, because I was able to press forward a lot with this card due to his pace and his recovery pace and his stamina. But I'll be able to get to like the midfield or possibly even the front line, but that short passing allows him to create that little link-up play, which can be really good for scoring those late-minute winners. 18-8 marking. This is really good for tracking those through balls and long balls over the top. He's really good at stopping those with a strength and stand tackle stats. At 84 stamina, this just means, like I said, you can sort of run anywhere on the pitch with him. And with the pace and the stamina combined, you can just sort of about get back to where he needs to be in time. As well as, like, if you have a dominating centre-back like Van Dijk, he's always there to just help him. Now, on to the cons. Now, this was actually a really major one that actually annoyed me a couple times, was his 72 jumping. With Joe Gomez's jumping, he's 6'2", and to have that jumping is a bit disappointing, because some of the balls that he loses out to are really small players. Like, I've lost balls to Ben Yedder, Hernandez, who's the winger? Willian, Bernardo Silva, surprisingly, and who's the other one? Mane. Like, just like 5'9" players that he's just losing those headers to, which you just wouldn't expect him to lose those headers to, simply just due to the poor jumping stat. 78 balance, this is okay. He's not great, because if you're someone like me that would play him up to that midfield almost, possibly the forward, he doesn't really stay on his feet that well and does feel a little bit clunky, but it doesn't really matter. He's only a centre back, you know, there's only so much he can do. 78 heading accuracy, this ties in with the jumping. With corners, he's probably not the centre back that you want to be there to score those goals like you would with Van Dijk, Ramos, you know, Thiago Silva, Godin and Titi, Varane. He's not that type of centre back for those headers. But he's definitely one to be on the defending side of a corner, without doubt, and possibly even push up a little bit, just to stay on the edge of the box for that little close tap-in finish, which was one of the goals that I scored with him. His only goal for the club, unfortunately. But yeah, 76 agility. Once again, it just matters whether or not you push him up to that midfield or front line. If you don't, these stats don't really matter. It is a good card altogether, this Joe Gomez, and I was really, like I said, with a lot of cards that I do, I have to try and pick out some of the cons, because most of these cards are all round good cards. So there aren't really many cons to them, although that jumping and heading accuracy stat is definitely one of Joe Gomez's. And now finally, medium-high. This doesn't really matter as much as if you have another good centre-back partner with him, but medium-high shows he's a bit of an attacking centre-back like David Luiz, and pushes up to that midfield and front line without you actually controlling him, which can be a bit annoying. Leaves a little bit of a gap in the back line, but if you've got someone covering it's okay. Now in the bottom left of the screen, you're going to see a Van Dijk and a Trent, and I mean, there are lots of different links you could have with this card, you know, like a Kyle Walker, any other Prem defender, any goalkeeper, anyone sort of works with this card, but I've just chosen these two out because Van Dijk was one of the players that I used, and I'd love to try the Trent's future card. However, it's really expensive, so I doubt I'll be able to get that hands on that unless it's in a draft or something. But yeah, these are just two of the cards so you can get some really nice green links to. There's also players like Fabinho. So yeah, there's really a good amount of variety in choosing with this card. Right, so to finish off this video, we have the overall review, as we do every other player review. So here you're going to see the value for coins, enjoyment, and whether or not they're FUT champs ready, as well as some other players as well. So let's start off value for coins. This card, despite it being an amazing card, it's probably the second best centre back in the Premier League that you can have on this game so far. I don't think it's worth the coins that you have to pay. Luckily for me, it was a lot cheaper. But if you have the 500k spare, I think it would probably be better for you to go out and do something like a Prime Baresi SBC, you know, something that you could put into another icon SBC that you would want in the future, or even just go out and buy like a normal Van Dijk, you know, stick him in your team, or an Azpilicueta or Ramos or Bayer, as you can see down there in the similar players section. It's a fantastic card by all means, but it just isn't worth the money that you have to put into this card. Like I said, you get some decent packs back, and lucky enough for me, I was actually lucky enough to get a few players here or there. Who's the one walkout I got? Oh, what's he called? Verratti. I mean, it's not the greatest, but you're going to make something back, but not a lot for the price you have to pay. Like I said, great card, but just isn't worth the 500k I have to play. Enjoyment, despite this card lacking in heading, and obviously in that, him sitting next to Van Dijk was such a major factor in me playing well this weekend, despite the shit gameplay. It was absolutely dreadful. But him and Van Dijk at the back were solid this weekend. So hopefully I can improve defensively, because defensively on FIFA 19 and I'm just awful. I can attack well, I can pass okay. I'm not going to say I can pass well, because I can't really. But defending is just my weak point on this game. I'm sure if I ever sorted that out, I could easily get Elite or Gold 1 or something. But until that, we're stuck at Gold 2, Gold 3. So it's not the best. By the way, we'll have some rewards video coming out on Thursday. We have Gold 3 rewards and Gold 2 rewards. I know that. Might have some more Rivals rewards. But anyway, Foot Champ's ready. Like I just said, yes, he's 100% ready, especially if you've got him next to a more dominant centre-back as Van Dijk. As I noticed when I did play the two together, Gomez was type of that person to sort of pick up the loose balls coming in towards the wide areas of the pitch, and Van Dijk was just that dominating leader towards the centre of the pitch. So he's that type of centre-back if you're looking for that type of player. And to give it a final review, 4 stars out of 5. And the only reason I wouldn't say this is a 5-star player is simply it's not worth the money you have to pay for it. Really, you could easily go and buy a maybe better tradable centre back that you could possibly go and sell on. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to smash that like button and leave the comment down below. We should have a rewards video soon, and I'm also considering starting a career mode, or just doing like some career mode videos, like young players to sign, best clubs to sign for, such and such. And possibly a series if you guys want me to. I'm going to put a vote up there. Do I do a career mode series or just random videos? Be sure to drop a vote on that. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out and goodbye. Just hope.